I'm going to talk a little bit today about our industry with you guys, because I think it's important. A lot of new people, especially that may be listening to this call or coming on here, don't fully understand what it is that we're doing sometimes and how we're building a business. It's not just a traditional business in the sense that, we have a product and we're going to find customers, but we have the opportunity to be able to run a multi-million-dollar business in the same regard that any other large corporation does. However, our cost is so minimal, okay? And if we look at network marketing in terms of how it's set up, I'm so grateful that somebody years ago has developed this system and this way of compensating people and this opportunity to be able to give people, the average, ordinary people like you and me, the opportunity to be able to build a huge, significant business and income. And it's taken me personally from right out of university and then from a job for a couple of years to be able to stay at home and build a significant income on the computer, over the phone, to be able to build a business and an income from home, which is really neat. And of course, when we're out and about anyway, we're going to be sharing the products with different people that we meet and things like that. But primarily, we focus our efforts on bringing on new members. And I want you to just understand that it's not month one that's important. It's not month two that's important in your business. Of course, we're going to get the thing going and we're going to get the business rolling. But if you have a look at my business, for instance, and I've been running this for a number of months, you'll see that it's starting to kind of take on a life of its own, okay? And that's really what we want eventually. When you're first starting out, it's kind of hard to see the big picture. It's kind of hard to see eventually what's going to happen. And in this industry, unfortunately, a lot of people quit before they even really get going. A lot of people quit before they see the momentum roll through. And it's unfortunate because they think that there's, a greener pasture on the other side of the tracks, or that, another company out there may offer a more compensation or something like that. And they think that, but it's not true. See, the only true thing about network marketing is that you're going to win if you never quit. And with the system and the way that we build our business, to be able to just invite people onto a website to listen to a presentation, it's impossible for you not to become financially independent. Okay? It's actually impossible as long as you follow the plan and do the work. See, if you just sit there and don't ever tell anybody about our product, if you don't ever tell anybody about our company, of course you're not going to make any money. Of course you're going to be sitting there for the next 8 months or 12 months or 24 months wondering what's going on. All right? But as long as you're sharing the product, as long as you're sharing this opportunity with different people and inviting them onto the website, inviting them on to listen to the presentation, bringing them through the system, what's going to happen over time is that those people are going to be set up as independent business owners as well. Okay? And this is the cool thing. See, there's something that a lot of people forget, but somebody enrolled me, okay? Somebody enrolled Clyde, somebody enrolled Brad. It's not just like we're, at the top and we didn't start this company. So somebody found us, which means that, and I'm not a unique individual. I guess to an extent I'm unique, but there's tons of people out there just like me that are going to have a huge amount of success, and you might be one of them. And how you do that is you go find other people like you and I, right? And how do you find them? Well, you got to go invite people to the presentation. You got to actually talk to them. You've got to put people through the system. And not every single person will be like us, okay? Not every single person will be a Clyde or a Brad or Joel Broughton. Not everyone will be like us. However, you will find people like us, or maybe even better than us, okay? And that's where the business is really neat in network marketing, because those individuals that you sponsor into the business and that you invite through the presentation, through the system, are going to start building a business too. And they're not building it because of your income. They're not building it to generate you more money. They're building it because they have the same opportunity to be able to generate income as you and I do. You have the same opportunity to generate income as I do too. See, a lot of people say too to me sometimes, well, Joel, you got in before I did, and I'm under you, so you make more money than me. Well, no. Okay, that's not the way it is. If you show more people this business, eventually you'll make more money than me. It's just that I'm doing more than you. That's why I'm generating more success. That's why I've got more people, okay? Because I'm sponsoring lots of people. I'm inviting them. I'm showing the product to people, right? I'm getting customers. I'm doing all that stuff on a consistent basis every day. I'm actively promoting and building my business. If that's the only difference, you've got the same tools as I do. You've got the same presentations. You've got the same products. You've got the same compensation plan. You've got the same everything as I do. Here's the only difference, though. I promote it a little bit more. And if you start promoting it consistently a lot more on a regular basis and you never quit, okay, that's the key right there. You never, ever quit. You keep going month after month, year after year. You're going to be financially independent too. It's impossible for you not to get there with a resource or with a tool like this, especially like the gentleman we're talking earlier, with the product that we have. And all we need is just a tiny, teeny, tiny little, percentage of a percentage of a percentage for us to be able to generate a lot of income from home. All right? We don't need to have a huge, chunk of that pie. We just need a little sliver of the crust, okay, to be able to make a lot of money in this industry, a lot of money with this product, right? And like they were saying, think about it. We've got a product that no one else in the world has, and we have the opportunity to be able to share it and generate income from it, all right? I want you to think about the job that you first had, your very first job, or maybe some jobs that your friends have, or some different employment that maybe your parents had. All right, my parents were both in the government for many, many years. They still are, okay? Even after being exposed to what I do, they still think it's not for them, okay, in terms of being able to make money. So they've been working for the government for, maybe 20, 30 years, the two of them. All right, my mother and my dad. My stepfather, actually, too, he worked for the government and the environment. And I kind of look at their opportunities. And I see that, they don't really have a chance to become financially independent doing that, okay? And really, the only way they can do it is if they save and save and save and save and don't really enjoy the money that they're generating or the income that they're generating to be able to have a better lifestyle. And then eventually, maybe when they're 60, they can be financially independent. If they save for 30 years, if they put money away for 30 years, well, I don't want to do that. I don't think anybody wants to do that. I don't think you guys want to do that. But, that's the plan that they were on because nobody ever showed them a different opportunity. Nobody ever offered them, I don't think, an opportunity like this. And, yeah, maybe years ago they might have had a look at Amway and their, the way that their people chase them around and stuff like that, okay? But they didn't have an opportunity to build a business on the Internet like we do. They didn't have that opportunity. So they were on that plan, and some of you guys may still be on that same plan. Even though you're part of this business, you may still be on that same plan, which is, work for 30 or 40 years and save some money, and hopefully one day you can go on a vacation, okay? See, I'm not on that plan. I hope that you guys get off of that if that's what you're on. Eventually you can use that initially to fund your business growth. Right? I did that when I first started. I used my job to fund my business growth. I worked full-time for the military straight out of university for 4 years. And what I did was I took all my disposable income from that, and I pumped it into my business, into learning, into educating, into advertising. My business, every little last dime that I had that wasn't committed to, paying my mortgage or, putting food on the table for my kids, every last dime went into my business. I didn't have a lot of extras. I didn't go on vacations at the time. I didn't, spend extravagantly. I didn't go to the movies on the weekends. I didn't do any of that stuff. I built my business, and I spent my time building my business. And that was only a sacrifice for a short period of time. Because of network marketing, because of this industry that we're in, it was only a sacrifice for such a short period of time. Okay. And after a couple of years, I was able to quit my job. Year 3 of my job, I was making year 3.5, I guess, almost year 4 of my job, I was making as much money from my home-based business, from network marketing, as I was from my job. It was really cool. That was a really neat thing. But what I did was I figured, well, I'll put out one more year and I'll keep pumping all the money that I'm making into my business so it grows even bigger and faster and I can learn more. And I continued to do that. And then eventually I was making, about double. I was making twice as much from my business as I was from my job. And I said, this is silly. Why am I wasting my time going to work 8 hours a day? But I could have never done that if I hadn't made those sacrifices over the previous 2-3 years. Okay? And, network marketing, I want you to think about this. This is a great tool. And I didn't have what you guys have today. That this company is only 3 years old. And I started probably 7-8 years ago. Okay? I didn't have the opportunity to use a system like you guys have and to get the leads from a co-op like you guys had. I had to figure that all out on my own. So it took me a little bit longer probably than it could take you guys. You could probably do it in a shorter period of time. But I want you to think about this. It took me probably 3-4 years to be able to gain a lot of success. Year 1, though, what if I would have quit? What if I would have quit in that first year? Hey, what if I would have stopped building my business in that first year? What would have happened to my life? I probably would have had to renew my contract with the military. I'd probably still be there today. Maybe going overseas, right? And leaving the kids behind, going on training all over Canada. Constantly, being at the mercy of somebody else's whims in terms of where they want me to go, what hours I need to work. And I'm so grateful that I stuck with it. And I'm so grateful that, I kept putting the effort in and I made those sacrifices. And sometimes we don't sacrifice enough. Sometimes we think it's just going to fall from the sky and it's just going to happen. And if it doesn't, you'll just quit. And sometimes people, when they talk to me, they think they're quitting on me. And that's the thing that makes me so sad. When a new member comes in and it doesn't work for them in the first 3 days, they actually think they're quitting on me. And they're saying, Joel, this isn't working. Sorry, I don't think this is for me. And they think that they're letting me down or that they're quitting on me. Really, they're quitting on themselves. If you ever quit, you're quitting on yourself, not me. It's not going to affect my business if you stay or go. It's going to affect your business quite a bit, though. It's going to affect your lifestyle and your life quite a bit, though. Understand that, as we build this business together, I'm here to support and train you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to get you to the income goals that you want to go, but it's still your business. You're the only one that can really affect your business and move your business in the proper direction. It's not 1 or 2 individuals that you sponsor. It's all of the people that you bring into the business. One person will make you rich, but it's not somebody underneath you. It's not somebody that you sponsor. It's you. That's the only one person that's going to make you rich. And how do you get rich and how do you, get through all the tough times? If you've been in the business for a couple of months now and you're making $100 a month, some people may say, wow, that's not very good. You're spending a lot of time. Well, I'll tell you what, a couple of months into my first network marketing company, I wasn't making anything. I think I got a check for $6. Okay? And the second company that I worked with, I was losing money. I was actually losing money. I was spending more money on promoting than I was on in terms of profit. But I stuck with it, and I kept learning, and I kept building. And now I've created systems where, you can just plug in and you can just, have a lot more success, have a lot quicker success. But even if it doesn't happen for you right away, you can't quit. You can't stop doing it, because here's what the roadmap looks like if you quit. You go back to your job. You go back to your job month after month, year after year, after year after year, after year after year at somebody else's mercy, getting a 2% raise, okay, having 3 weeks of holidays. I asked my brother the other day, I was talking to him, he's an engineer, and I said, hey, you guys should come up sometime during the summer. And he said, well, I don't know if we can. I've only got, 4 weeks of holidays. And I have a hard time comprehending that now, because I've been working from home for a couple of years, and I just take holidays whenever I want, right? It's all based on my schedule. And I said, 4 weeks, that's all they give you? And he said, yeah, I mean, that's great. And he was excited about that. And if you want that too, you want your 2, 3, 4 weeks of holidays. Weeks, guys. Think about that. God, you know, the last time I had 4 weeks of holidays was probably a few years ago, right? And I can't fathom somebody else setting my schedule again. It'll never happen again. It will never, ever happen again, right? And if you want to continue down that path, that's fine. I'm not going to write your story for you. I'm not going to write your future for you. I am going to offer you the opportunity, though, to be able to have what I have, to be able to produce a lot of income and set your own hours, right? Go on vacations when you want, spend time with your kids when you want, right? Take a day off whenever you want, sleep in if you want to, okay? Well, I've got that freedom and that flexibility. I'm offering it to you, but it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to put in a little bit of pain. You're going to have to put in a little bit of sacrifice. You're going to have to learn, right? Because if you quit this business and you go back to work and then you start up another one, you're still going to have to start at the bottom and learn again. So why not keep going with the same opportunity? Look at all that you've learned over the last number of weeks, over the last number of days, over the last number of months, right? If you just skip off to another opportunity, you're going to have to start at the learning curve again. And the learning curve looks the same. No matter what opportunity you join in network marketing, in this business and online internet marketing, whatever you want to call it, the learning curve looks the same. Do you want to start the learning curve over again, or do you want to use what you've already done and just build upon that? I want you to really examine that and think about that as we build our businesses. And yeah, you're going to, like I said, you're going to have to put in some sacrifices. I mean, when I first started building my business, and even up until today, I still don't watch a lot of TV. Okay, the odd show here or there, but really, I mean, it's, you know, at 11 o'clock at night or 12 o'clock at night that I might, you know, turn on the TV for some entertainment before I go to sleep. Because I can't call anybody at that time. I can't invite anybody. It's too late in the evening, right? Everybody else is kind of winding down or going to bed. But over those first few years, I didn't watch any TV. I didn't even have it on. I would never have it on. The kids would have it on once in a while. I'd turn it on for them, right? They could watch their little Blue's Clues or their, you know, their little kids shows. I remember that one especially because they used to like it. But I never used to watch anything. And people used to, you know, at work, they used to talk about some of the different shows on TV and this and that. And did you catch this? And I was so clueless. I didn't even know what they were talking about. But I knew that my future was coming a lot quicker than theirs. I knew that my opportunity to be able to quit my job. See, they're all still there. I visited them a year ago at the recruiting center in Thunder Bay. I visited them, and I went and saw them, and you know what? They're all still there. They're all still plugging away 9 to 5. And that's okay. That's their choice. Okay? They continue to do that, but I don't have to do that anymore. And you shouldn't have to do that eventually anymore either, but you got to pay your dues. You got to put in some hard work. You got to work at it. And eventually you're going to get to what we have. You're going to be able to have what we have. You're going to be able to have the freedom to be able to buy what you want, to be able to do what you want, to be able to go on vacations like you want, to be able to get that car you want, to be able to maybe just buy a new car, right? Get a new house, upgrade. Maybe you could do that. But today, you got to put in some sacrifice and some effort, and you need to put in some money into your business too. Instead of going to the movies, spend that money on advertising your business. Who's going to know about your business if you're not advertising it? And I'm going to talk a little bit about advertising today too, because I think it's so important that we understand that this is a traditional business like anything else. It just gives us a better opportunity than the average traditional business that we're used to. And we still need to have that big sign, if you will, or advertising, promoting our business out there. We still need to tell people about it. When you walk down the street, okay, I want you to think about this. You walk down the street or you go through the mall and you're shopping, you're grocery shopping, whatever. People don't know that you have an opportunity for them. How would they? Right? How would they? It's impossible. They don't know. So we've got an opportunity. We need to either tell them, or we need to go run advertisements in the newspaper or on the internet, right? Or we need to put a big sign on the side of our car. Okay, I know some people that have done that. All right, put a little website on the back of their car, that kind of stuff. But we need to advertise our business. Nobody will know about your business unless you tell them about it. And the person that advertises their business and markets their business the most wins. Period. Okay, the person that markets their business the most and advertises their business the most is going to win, because they're going to get the most people to talk to. They'll get the most potential prospects to be customers or business partners to talk to. So if I advertise my business, I spend $500 on internet advertising, you spend $3, $5, $20 on advertising, who's going to get a bigger business? Well, it's obvious, right? Now, I may have more money to spend on advertising than you because I've built up an advertising budget and I've built a business. So, but, you can start at anything. You can start at $10, $25, $100, whatever it is that you have that's extra income. Instead of spending it on stuff that, is just kind of like entertainment for now, or spending it on stuff that, you really don't need in your life, spend it on your business. Spend it on your future, okay? Because that business is going to pay you back. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but in a few months, that business is going to really start paying you back as you continue to build it. When I first started, I spent a lot of money on advertising. I spent a lot of money on trying to build my business and learning. And we're going to shorten that learning curve a little bit for you, but eventually I got there because I never quit and I kept going. Right? So you need to spend a little bit of money on your advertising, on your marketing. And if you think that, honestly, building a business for free is the way that you want to go, that's fine. Just understand that, it's going to take a little bit longer. Just we got to have realistic expectations here, folks. We honestly do. If you think that you're not going to spend a dime on marketing or advertising your business, and yet people are going to flock to your store, okay, people are going to flock to buy products from you without ever advertising, okay, you're sadly mistaken. That's like having the corner store, you guys have seen these things, the corner mom and pop shop that competes with Walmart, and they don't advertise their business at all because they think that people just walking by are going to come in, and Walmart comes in and advertises their business like crazy, and everybody goes over there. That's why Walmart's so successful. They advertise and market their business, okay? They do it a ton. So they're there. They exist. As soon as they come into a new city, that the Walmart's coming there. They advertise. They're marketing, right? They're providing, customers the knowledge that they're there. The little mom and pop shop is still sitting there going, what's going on? Why don't they just come back to us? We thought that the customers had the loyalty and they should come and visit us. And we got that little sign out front of our door saying that we have all the same products Walmart does. But people don't go there anymore because Walmart's advertising and saying, hey, everyone, come over here. And we need to do that with our business too, right? Everyone's currently going to Starbucks. And we need to tell them about us and about the product that's better, that's healthier for them, that tastes better. We need to explain. We need to get that out there. And when they try the product and they hear about you, it's just going to start spreading like wildfire because they're going to start telling people about it too, right? A new customer that loves a product always tells people about it. They just automatically do, right? I tell people about my product every single day. I just can't contain myself. I want them to know that this product exists. Even if they don't buy it from me, even if they go and, they talk to Clyde and they say, Clyde, hey, I want to get from you. That's okay. I just want to share the product with people. I just want to get it out. I want them to know that it exists. So I want to advertise and market my product a lot. So you got to determine today if you're going to continue to try to build a business for free, right? Try to build a business, and like I said, that's okay. Just have realistic expectations that it's going to take you a lot longer than it's going to take somebody who's putting in $25 a week, or $25 a month, or $100 a month, or $500 a month, okay? And I'm not saying you have to spend a lot of money. I'm just saying you should be spending something to advertise your business, because how the heck are people going to know about it? How the heck are you going to have people to talk to? Right? You won't. They won't just come start knocking on your door. I've heard a lot of business owners before say this. Well, the product sells itself, Joel. It's a great opportunity. Product sells itself. What do you mean product sells itself? The product doesn't sell itself. And then all of a sudden people will start showing up and start giving you money and the product's selling itself. You still need to advertise or market. You still need to get people to the front door to show them, or to get them to sample it, or get them to start using it or buy it. It doesn't sell itself. You can't just have a whole bunch in your basement and people will come and say, hey, can I buy something you got in your basement because it's selling itself? They're not going to do that. If you're sitting there looking at it right now and you've got a couple boxes of, you're looking at your website and you're looking at all this great stuff that you have, but if you don't advertise or market, it can't sell itself. You can't get that product out there. So let's start telling the world. Let's start getting it out there. Print up some business cards, hand them out. We just need to advertise more. You just need to get that product, get the opportunity out there a little bit more. One more person. Tell one more person this week than you normally do. If you normally go and advertise and you normally talk to 3 or 4 people, or if you normally talk to 3 or 4 a day, just talk to 2 more than you did the week before. Increase what you're doing just a little bit this week. Okay? This is how we gain massive momentum in a business, guys. See, this business is going to grow with or without us. I want you guys to understand that. The company is going to grow with or without Joel Broughton, with or without Brad, with or without Clyde and Darlene and George and everybody. It's going to grow anyway. It's going to grow anyway. Do you want a piece of that growth is the question. Do you want a piece of this opportunity? Do you want to grab a piece of it? Well, here's the way that we do it. We create massive momentum in our business by telling more people about it, by setting more appointments, by explaining or by showing or by sharing more than we did the week before. Okay, and I've had this philosophy in my business all the time, in that if I show, for instance, last week, if I set 10 appointments and 10 people went to the presentation, this week I need to show at least 12. Okay, I need to show more than I did the week before. And this week, if I show 12 people in my presentation, next week I need to show at least 14. And then if I show them 14 people the presentation, the week after I need to show at least 17, and then 20, and then 22, and then 25, and then 28, and then 30. And I need to continually show more and more people my business week after week. And if I continue to increase that number, what's going to happen is more and more people will begin to join. More and more members will come on. More and more people will become customers, and my income will steadily increase as well. But it'll increase at an increasing rate. See, if I show people at an increasing rate, if I'm consistent, that's okay. If I do 10 every week, that's fine too. Okay, because you're going to be consistently building your business. But if you want to grow at a massive, quick, fast rate, you got to show more people the business than you did the week before. You got to market your business more than you did the week before, and show more people consistently, week after week. Show more than you did the week before, even if it's only one. Even if this week I showed 3 people my business, and next week I show 4, and the next week I show 5, and the next week I show 6. Well, by the end of the year, I'm going to be showing 52 people a week. I'm going to be showing 52 people a week my business by the end of the year if I just grow by 1 every week. Think about that. Right? There's 52 weeks in a year. I grow by 1 every week. That's 52 people that last week of the year. And guess what? It's not like we're going to go back down to 0 the week after that 52 week, right? We're going to show 53 the next week, and we're going to show 54, and we're going to continue to grow. And what's going to happen is your organization is going to start doing the same thing. They're going to show 1, then they're going to show 2, then they're going to show 3. Right? You can't get rich, though, off of showing 1 or 2 people the product or the opportunity. So you got to stick with it for a year, 2 years, 3 years. You got to stick with it for the long haul. And really, when we look at the big picture, I want you to think about this. What really is 3 years in your life? Well, what is it? Okay? Is it worth sharing a business with people and marketing an opportunity for 3 years? God, that sounds like a long time. Well, the alternative is you can work for 30 or 40 years for the government like my dad did, okay, or 15, 20 years for the government like my mom did, okay, and they're continuing to do, and, my dad is getting on. I think he's probably, almost 60. He's getting up there now, and he's still going to work, same as he did 30 years ago, 8 to 4, 8 to 5. It's actually expanded now. He's got a bunch of promotions over the years, and he's making more money now, but he's also working harder and doing more.
That's kind of odd. I'd rather actually enjoy my business more as it goes on. I don't want to work as much. I want to work less, actually, as my business grows. I want to enjoy my life more and do less business, right? But initially, when you first start, you got to crank it up. You got to be on a major growth in terms of activity. So hopefully, I'm going to leave you guys today with that thought in terms of how to grow your business on a significant basis. I mean, you've got the tools already. You've got the system in terms of how to do it. Okay, so just show one more person than you did the week before. If last week you showed 0 people, okay, which is the case for some of us, all right, some of you guys maybe showed 0, show 1 this week. Just do 1. Just do little baby steps. Okay, show 1 the business, then show 2 the business the next week, then 3, then 4, then 5. All right, and continue to grow that number and keep track of that number and make sure that you continually work hard to beat the number the week before. What's going to happen eventually is that you're going to be so focused on beating your number the week before that you're not going to realize all the income that you're making. And then eventually you're going to achieve your goals, and you'll be able to get out of your job, and you'll be able to have the financial freedom, and you'll be buying that new car. And you'll be going on that trip or that vacation. You'll be paying for the kids' education in cash. Okay? You're not going to have to take out loans and student loans and stuff like that for it. Okay? A lot of us are going to be working today. I'm going to continue to work today. I'm going to put people onto the presentations. I'm going to market my business. I'm going to advertise it. But if you're not ready for that, start on Monday morning. All right? Start a new week and do more this coming week than you did last week. Okay? Show more people the business. Invite more people. Give out more product samples. Okay? Take massive action this next week to be able to show lots of people your business. And trust me, eventually, okay, not overnight. This isn't an overnight win the lottery kind of business. Okay, there isn't one. There are no overnight win the lottery type of businesses. Okay, it's an oxymoron. It doesn't work that way. All right. So understand that, you know, as we show the business more and more and more and more and more week after week, building upon that, we're going to have a ton of success together. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll definitely see you guys next week and on the training calls during the week. And let's get out there and share this product with people. I'm going to beat you to it. If you don't show people you know, if you don't show people you meet, eventually they're going to come into my circle of influence, and I'm going to share this product with them, and they're going to be my customer. So you better get out there and start doing it a little bit more. Take a little bit of pain, make a little bit of sacrifice, and trust me, you'll have everything you want in life. Okay? Eventually, you'll get everything you want in life if you make some sacrifices today. Have a great day, everyone, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye-bye.